If you are holding Flare, this is definitely something that you do need to see because right now you have a lot of metrics out there that you can see what is really happening on the Flare network if it comes to activity. And we all know the big activity is about to come. So this platform that I'm about to show you, this is something you really need to pay attention to before this happens. So what is going on, everybody? It's King Karan with another Flare content for you guys. So before I'm going to show you guys everything about that, I do need to tell you guys that I'm thankful, that I'm so grateful that you guys who are subscribing to my Substack channel as I'm showing you everything regarding Flare in an article for you guys to read if it comes to deep dives, the things that I find about Flare that I'm not even talking about here, my own thoughts, how much Flare do you really need to own, like a lot of certain topics that I'm covering on my Substack, and there is a massive milestone that I've reached as I am right now the #2 biggest growing crypto Substack channel. And we are just talking about Flare, guys. There are people covering Bitcoin. There are people covering XRP. There are people covering Ethereum. And yet, #2 is me, which is freaking crazy. And I'm talking about Flare. That's it. So because of you guys' support, man, I'm just so thankful and grateful just to be in this position to actually give you guys all the knowledge, give you guys all the research, and you guys showing me that much love, man. I mean, I cannot be thankful enough to see all of that support and love from you guys. But this also shows that the demand for Flare is there. If Flare is dead, if people are looking at the charts and they say, oh yeah, Flare is dead, why am I the #2 biggest growing channel on Substack? Why? Because people want to know about Flare. People are interested in Flare, what Flare is actually building. While the market is still bottoming out, right? People think we're about to crash another 50%, which we all know how this will end up. I mean, just like in the previous cycles, people think the bottom is not in, we're going to crash another 50%, and then it goes up again. So we're exactly at that spot. And exactly at that spot, you have people who are interested in Flare's tech while the price is still bottoming out, guys. So imagine what will happen when Flare's price is about to appreciate. Because we all know one of the main reasons why people are going to invest in Flare is because when the price is going to be positive, when the price is going to increase, that is that trigger for people to get in and research. Right now, you have early investors, you have people who believe in the project who are buying the bottom, but when Flare is going to 10 cents, 20 cents, as an example, you are going to see a lot more people jumping in because of the price action. But we are obviously early and we are here researching before the masses will do. So let me tell you about this metric because Flare has already posted something about this, which states fire is accruing. And it's all on one dashboard now. June.com/flare/fire. I'm going to show you guys the entire website and also more metrics about this, not just about fire, but about everything what is happening on the Flare network. Protocol fees have been accruing since May. What's following in today is only part of FIP 16's design. FDC fees and the biggest minting flows from FSA are the next to route in. The engine lights up before it roars. So they are already showing you metrics where you can already look up to live what is really happening with Fire, how much MEV revenue they're going to take in order to buy back and burn or to create more utility for FLR. So I'm going to show you the website right now and I will show you a lot more things around this that you do need to know because I'm using this metric myself and this is definitely something for you guys to also check it out. So as you can see, we are on the official website of June.com, as I'll also put it down below for you guys to check it out. Just like what Flare was talking about if it comes to Fire, just being started as it only has $6,500 being caught by Fire, MEV total USD. This is just the beginning, and that's why I'm making a video about this for you guys to keep an eye on because these numbers are about to change. As you can see every single month, how much did Fire catch, which is very important. And these are the metrics that we do need to see. As you can also see, obviously, This whole metric thing that Flare has put up has been done a day ago, so this is actually really new. But this is a really good start for us to keep an eye on everything what is really happening regarding fire. So also let me show you another metric, which is a total Flare network overview. What is really happening on Flare network? As you can see, transactions 431,948,872 transactions. We have 60 million blocks, 916 addresses. We're almost hitting 1 million addresses, folks. Staked or delegated 53%. We even have transaction fees of almost a half a million. And then we have the token price, obviously sitting at 0.0069, almost 0.007. Look at the transactions. Average daily transaction, 338,518. You can look at everything regarding transactions, how much fees it got earned. And look at this increase, which is crazy, especially during the time when FIP16 was introduced. So we're about to see a lot more activities happening on transaction fees earned. If you can look at transactions through time, you can also see that the transactions has been increasing. It's just like they are stairs. It just keeps on going. So I'm very curious how this will actually look like after FIP16 is fully implemented. Transaction fees earned, how much transaction fees are earned altogether. As you can see, we have these massive spikes also, which also shows that there is great activity. You look at the token price and moving average, right? You look at the price of Flare bottoming out, and in my opinion, you might just see a spike going up, man. Look, I'm not here to predict a lot of things, but I'm not surprised to see that at all. You look at the blocks, 1.8 seconds per block, folks. 1.8 seconds. Look how impressive that already is. You look at average daily blocks, 47,489. Active addresses. You see everything regarding total addresses count. Active addresses. User retention. TVL, and this is without bridged TVL. So we also need to add that on top of it. But as you can see, Firelight, Morpho, Kinetic, SparkDEX, all of the numbers are here on this website, which is just crazy. Look at staking and delegating, staking over here and delegating over here. And what I do notice is that delegation has been cooling off and staking keeps on going parabolic. Because of FIP16, they want people to stake more because it's better for the network. So as you can see, 209 million total delegated. I am not surprised to see that moving over to staking. Not everything, but you do see more flows coming to staked, as you can also see on the metrics itself. So you can even look at everything regarding staking and delegating. I mean, all the metrics, all the numbers are here for you guys to actually check it out. And that's why I like about this website. That's why Flare has also been promoting this. So I thought, let me just make a video about this to show you guys about this, because I don't think a lot of people know that you have everything in just one website, which is called Dune. So this is also one of the most important things, FLR tokenomics, which I will also show you what is really happening with the supply. As you can see, the supply chain has drastically going down, especially after FIP16, obviously, and also after the flare drop. As you can see, this has not just been going up like that, it's also going to cool down. If you look at FLR emitted by protocol has also been drastically going down, the emissions from the network, if it comes to our flare or some other rewards. And as you can see, it has been going down like crazy. FLR burned by protocol, inflation, you see that the inflation has been dropped to obviously 3%. First it was around 5 and now it has been dropping down, as you can see over here. And also if you look at the darker points here, which is called inflation amount has also been drastically decreased. So this is what we need to see. You have projects out there talking about certain things, what they're about to do, but here is the evidence right in front of you. So we can all track that. How much FLR has been burned, total FLR burned. You're about to see this increase like crazy. I don't think the burn mechanism that has been increased by 20x that was in the proposal is in full effect right now. I don't think it is. It will eventually. So these numbers are just rookie numbers, in my opinion. So you can also see how much FLR has been burned. Total stake, total delegated. Daily transaction fees, staked to delegated ratio time. You see what I'm about to show you here again? Delegated, which is the lighter one, which is cooling off, and then you see staked is increasing. So this is actually showing you enough about the turning event from delegating to staking. And you know what I really like about this is that everything is live, what you see on the websites. Things can change drastically, which I do expect, especially with Fire. But with other activities on the Flare network, like fees, like transactions, you are going to see that increase. Once institutions are going to jump in, once exchanges are going to connect Flare with their own exchange, you're going to see these metrics change drastically. So that is why I have to show you this platform for you guys to check it out yourselves. So if you look at the statistics right now, it's while Flare is bottoming out. Things are still increasing on the network, but Flare is still bottoming out. And like I mentioned to you guys, the masses, I mean, when they're going to use FXRP or other things to earn yield on Flare, it's obviously because of exchanges or financial institutions or even banks going to introduce this as an user experience on their own platform in order for people to use Flare without them even knowing it. But you want also real FOMO to get into FLR. And once the price goes up, you're going to see more people going to get in, like floodgates being opened, and a wave of water comes in. And that is what you call FOMO. Right now, it's quiet. People think it's the end of the world. People believe that I'm paid by Flare to talk to you. It's just so funny to see all of this because this is always happening when the price is bottoming out. I remember back in 2020, we had this lawsuit crash from XRP, right? Ripple being sued by the SEC. A lot of crazy stuff happening, and the people who were still continuing to be positive about Flare, while Flare was at 15 cents, they were also being called paid shillers. I mean, I even had some comments like that back in the days because people thought that I was paid by Ripple. I mean, I was just a random account out there being positive about it because I knew that what Ripple was offering to the banks and how XRP will actually play a role into the financial system, I was just convinced that 15 cents is absolutely nothing. It's the bottom price. And then we had a crazy run, and then we have a lot more investors investing in XRP, a lot more people making content around it. But back in that time, it was really harsh. It was a desert out there, just like it is right now with Flare. So if you doubt just because of the price, you should look at what is really happening. Just like I've been telling you guys about this Amazon thing, in the previous videos. When Amazon literally was crashing the stock price with every other company that was in the internet bubble, Amazon crashed 94%. But yet, what is happening inside of Amazon? They were making revenues, they were really doing great inside of the company. And the people inside of the company, they knew that everything went well, while the people outside of the company were worrying if Amazon is even going to survive at all. And if you look at today, they're so successful because inside of the company, it went so amazing. But outside, the internet bubble was bursting. And the crypto bubble is also, I mean, every bear market, people think it's the end of the world. And it's also the end of crypto. But then after it, it always shows that it comes back, just like what Flare is about to do in the near future. So if you ever doubt yourself, you should always look what Flare is doing and what they're building because the sentiment is bad for everybody. For XRP, for XLM, for XDC, for HBAR, for Algorand, any other utility asset out there, right? For Bitcoin, Ethereum. So the question then is which asset is really building and which asset is really providing services to financial institutions, providing services to exchanges to banks in order for them to utilize that network. And then you come up with that answer. And that is obviously Flare Network. So I hope that you guys have enjoyed this content. Make sure to like, subscribe, and don't forget to put something down below. Let me know what you think about this video, and I'll see you guys next time.